Hello guys, if you are watching this video, chances are you are new to programming and trying to figure out where to start. Maybe you've heard about the language C#. Maybe you've seen job ads asking for this language, or maybe someone simply told you that C# is a good programming language to learn to begin with. In this video, I want to explain what C# actually is in a way that makes sense even if you've never written a single line of code before. Before we talk about C#, let's first understand what programming actually means. So before we talk about C#, let's first understand what programming actually means. A computer does not understand human language. So programming is simply the way we give instructions to a computer step by step. If I want to tell the computer hello or something like that, I can't say to the computer directly hello, because if I speak English and I try to talk to a German guy and he doesn't know this language, I can't speak him in English. To tell the computer something I want it to do, first I have to write some programming code which the computer understands and then gives a result to me. So programming is simply the way we give instructions to a computer step by step. A programming language is the tool we use to write those instructions in a way the computer understands them. So now that we know what programming is, let's talk about C#. This is a modern programming language created by Microsoft. It is designed to be readable and structured, which makes it a great first programming language to learn. When people say that C# is a beginner-friendly programming language, they mean that the code is easier to read and understand compared to many other languages. One of the most common questions beginners ask is what they can actually build with C#. So with this language you can build console applications which are perfect for learning the basics of programming. You can also build desktop applications with graphical interfaces such as Windows Forms applications. Also, C# is widely used for web applications, backend services, and even game development using the Unity game engine. So there are a lot of more things that you can do with the C#. So for example, if you want to implement the C# logic in a Excel table or something like that, you can do this. If you want to use C# for AutoCAD for something, yes, you can do this. There are a lot of things you can do with this language, really. Let's look at a very simple console application written in C#. For this, I'm going to open just the first programming code that you ever see in the console applications when you create them. Even though this example is very simple, it shows how C# programs communicate with the user. So let's run this program and it prints us the words hello world. This is the very basic program that C# uses in every file that we run. It fills it automatically. So now that we have looked at this example, let's briefly look at a Windows Forms application, which is quite more interesting, and there you have user interface. We will cover this form of we will cover the Windows Forms applications in this tutorial, but it will be in the next videos, because first we have to understand the logic behind C#, so then we can use it here in the forms. Here you can add buttons, images, tables, whatever you like. So pretty interesting. Even though these applications look very different, the logic behind them is the same, so that's not hard thing to do. In this course we will move slowly and focus on understanding, not memorizing, because if you want to really be a good programmer and know what you're doing, you have to understand the code that you're writing, and you have to understand what you're telling the computer to do, because not everything is copy and paste. So we will repeat concepts and look at many examples. Making mistakes is part of learning programming, and we'll fix them together. I will make sure that I teach you how to quickly and effectively remove all of your mistakes. Like this simple mistake: one semicolon is missing and my program won't run properly because of this little thing that's missing. You'll learn how to find those little mistakes, so the goal is to make programming feel logical and approachable. In the next video we will install Visual Studio, this software right here that we will use for C# development. And if you have never installed programming tools before, don't worry, I will guide you through every step. We will install it, no problem. And if you have some questions, feel free to ask them in the Discord server I have created in the link down in the description. See you in the next one, guys.